Okay, people, what's going on? Emperor of Fiction. This will be my third. This will be my third video, so I'm really getting the hang of making these. You know, they're pretty cool. Look down in the description below for the link to King of Lightning's YouTube channel and the Elite Aces YouTube channel. They do really good with discussion videos, and if you like those, then you really would enjoy these guys. They do really good with those. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the positives and negatives of Superman as a whole, Superman as a character. So there's just three things in particular that I feel like I want to address, as opposed to things I do and don't like about Superman, because I want to reiterate in my statement from my first video that in no way, shape, or form do I ride Superman's shaft. Like I'm not a super tard or a DC tard. It's kind of impossible for me to tard or hate on something fully, because I can't look at all the positives and none of the negatives, or all the negatives and none of the positives. It's impossible for me to do that in terms of things like TV shows, movies, video games, anime, manga, and comic books. I can't do it. I can't do it. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna jump right in. So my first positive for Superman is that with Superman you can always expect a new feat for him to perform with his powers. Like you can't really expect him to get a new power or ability, but you can expect him to perform a new feat with his powers or abilities. Because Superman, with time, his powers evolve. So with time he gets a little stronger, a little faster, and a little more durable. So you can expect him to perform a feat in those categories. You can expect him to perform a new feat in those categories as time goes on. So that's the first thing, is that you can always expect a new feat from Superman. The first negative is that Superman, for those of you who read the comics, you know this to be true. Don't bullshit. You know this to be true for those of you who read the comics. Superman is a very hacked and OP superhero. He's very hacked. Like, his weaknesses don't even matter anymore. Red Sun, Kryptonite, and magic, those don't matter anymore. Red Sun and Kryptonite, because he survived being inside of a Red Sun surrounded by Kryptonite, and that's a double jeopardy on his weaknesses. Red Sun, it nullifies his powers, so he can physically be harmed. He can, he needs air to breathe. He can't get shot. He can't get stabbed. All that good stuff. So Red Sun does that, and everyone knows what Kryptonite does. Kryptonite kills him slowly, and he survived being inside of a Red Sun surrounded by Kryptonite. So yeah, those don't matter. And then magic doesn't matter, because yeah, you can have a magic attack, but if you can't keep up with Superman's speed and strength, your magic attacks don't matter. They don't matter. The only reason why you see people like Captain Marvel and Black Adam keep up with Superman and give him a good run for his money is because Captain Marvel and Black Adam, they're magic based. Their powers are magic based. Their powers are based on magic, but their powers are put in the form of physical prowess. Captain Marvel and Black Adam, they have super strength, they have super speed. They can fly, and their powers come from magic. So that's why they can actually, do some damage on Superman and give him a good run for his money. Somebody like Dr. Fate or fucking Harry Potter, they wouldn't matter, because they wouldn't be able to keep up with Superman's speed and strength. He'd uppercut their fucking heads off before they even got a chance to say a spell. So that's the first negative. That's the first positive and the first negative. The first positive is that Superman, you can always expect a new feat for Superman to perform, and because his powers evolve with time. And the first negative is that Superman is a very hacked an OP superhero because his weaknesses don't matter anymore. The second positive is that Superman inspires hope where it's needed in the real world, because, you know, he's a symbol of like peace and justice and freedom and all that good stuff. So he inspires hope to where it's needed in the real world. That's, you know, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it because, you know, it doesn't for me. It really doesn't. He doesn't for me. He doesn't inspire me with hope. I just feel like I can't. Well, I'm not gonna say I can't take Superman seriously, but I find comedy in the story of Superman because he's so hacked and OP, yet at the most random moments he always gets his ass beat in the comics. So that's the second positive, is that he inspires hope where it's needed in the world. And the second negative is that Superman, people can't really relate to Superman, to his character, because Superman's life portrays very little to no imperfections, as opposed to another hero, or we ourselves as human beings. He doesn't deal with anxiety and loneliness and depression as much as like another hero would, or as much as we do ourselves. So people find it hard to relate to his character because, you know, I don't want to go into too much detail about it, but that's the second negative, is that people can't relate to Superman's character because his life shows very little to no imperfections. Like, he doesn't deal with anxiety or loneliness. He has situations like that, but he doesn't deal with it he doesn't deal with anxiety or loneliness or depression to the extent that another hero or we as human beings ourselves would. So that's the second positive and negative. Second positive is that he inspires hope where it's needed, you know, in the real world. And the second negative is that people can't relate to his character. I can't think of a third positive. You know, I don't know. I'm having trouble thinking of a third positive. So if you're liking the discussion so far and you want to contribute, you know, like, subscribe. I would really be curious to know, you know, your input. Like, I would really be curious to know what you think are your personal positives and negatives for Superman. You know, this is a discussion video, so I'm gonna be expecting that. You know, tards and haters, you guys probably get all retarded and ignorant on me with your comments in the, you know, below, in the section below. I don't really care. It's whatever. I'm already ready for you guys. You know, I consider you people the ignorant masses. So for those of you who watched my first video, and for the people who can look at Superman's positives and negatives as a character, or let me reword that. For the people who can look at things in general, like they can look at the positives and negatives of things in general, I would be really curious to know, you know, your opinion, and, you know, and that pertains to, you know, things I'll talk about, you know, in this video and in the future, or things I already talked about because I'm almost done. So I would be curious to know. But tards and haters, I consider you people the ignorant masses. So now I got that out the way. Excuse me. Now that I got that out the way, I'm going to talk about, you know, this will be the last thing I talk about, Superman's negative, because I'm just going to jump into his negative. I can think of a third negative. His third, and my third and last negative for Superman is that Superman, he has a very poor roster of villains. Like, a lot of his villains don't matter. Like, I'm sorry, Livewire and Parasite. Livewire, Parasite, and Metallo, they don't matter. Metallo because, you know, Superman's hacks and OP. His weaknesses don't matter anymore. His weaknesses do not matter anymore. So, you know, the whole I got kryptonite in my chest kind of thing, that doesn't work as well now as it used to. Like, that doesn't work as well. It doesn't have as much effect on Superman now, currently, as it did in the past. In the past, you know, Kryptonite, oh god, I'm done. But now, it's like Kryptonite, fuck you, Metallo, I have the will! Ugh. So, that's why Metallo. Parasite, because, yeah, Parasite, I'll grab you, you know, take your life force and abilities and energy and all that good stuff. But here's the thing. He has to grab you. Parasite has to come in physical contact with your body. Superman moves far beyond the speed of light. So, and he's not going to be able to sneak up on Superman, you know, for the simple fact that his super hearing has gotten really OP. It's gotten really OP over time. So his super hearing's gotten really OP. He won't be able to sneak up on him, and he won't be able to physically catch Superman because Superman moves. His speed is far beyond the speed of light. So, and Superman has so many powers and abilities under his belt, and they're so OP. They're so godly OP, God-forsakingly OP, that, you know, he can be like, oh, I have to physically touch you? Well, I don't have to do that. Heat vision, super breath. Here's a car. Here's a truck. Here's a huge piece of land. He doesn't have to physically touch Parasite to beat him. That's why Parasite doesn't matter. And Livewire, because, yeah, she has, you know, electric abilities. You know, she can throw lightning bolts at him and stuff. But her powers aren't magic-based. Her powers are not magic-based. She got her powers from a freak accident pertaining to, like, some chemicals and, like, some electric wires. So, they're not magic-based. They might be able to, like, you know, slow down Superman, but they're not going to, like, physically harm him in any way, shape, or form because it's not magic. So, yeah, those, they don't matter. Like, he has a poor choice. His roster of villains is very poor. The only 3 villains he has that are still good and actually still matter are Darkseid, Brainiac, and Lex Luthor. Those are the only 3 villains Superman has that still matter, and they're still actually pretty good. They're still actually fairly good. Fairly good villains. So, Darkseid, or not Darkseid, Doomsday, and Zod, yeah, back in the day, they used to matter. They used to matter back in the day. But because Superman's gotten so hacked and OP, they don't matter as much now. They really just, they don't matter as much now. Doomsday, because, yeah, back in the, he's a creature of Kryptonian origin. You know, he can physically harm Superman, but now, Superman now, currently, he wouldn't be able, Doomsday, he wouldn't be able to keep up with the pace at which Superman would start going into his hacks and OP. Like, he would start to make his powers and abilities hacks. He wouldn't be able to keep up with Superman's hacks. He just wouldn't. Doomsday, yeah, he can adapt to people's powers and abilities fairly well, but he wouldn't be able to keep up with Superman physically. Not anymore. And Zod, for fairly the same reason. Yeah, he started out, you know, I'm a Kryptonian general. I have better fighting prowess. I have better combat prowess, you know. I'm overall stronger than you. But Superman, you know, we all know. For all of you who read the comics, you know how hacked he is now. So, Zod doesn't matter anymore. So yeah, that's the third negative. Is that Superman has a very poor roster of villains. You know, that's basically it for this discussion video. I'm done. So if you liked it, like, subscribe, you know, contribute. I really want to know if you feel different, I want to know, you know, what your 3 positives and negatives for Superman are. You know, if you have any, it'll be really cool. Tarzan haters, you know, Trolls 2. Oh god, Trolls 2, you guys, you know, you guys are the ignorant masses, so I already expect you guys to, you know, post retarded and ignorant comments in the section below. And I said in the beginning of the video, I'll say it again, look down in the description below for the link to the King of Lightning's YouTube channel and the Elite Aces YouTube channel. They do really, really good with discussion videos, and if you like discussion videos, then you really want to check them out. You know, subscribe. They do discussion videos that pertain to, you know, the Shonen Jump Big 3, Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. So, And I want to get what I have to say out the way as soon as possible so I can jump into those discussions as well. You know, Bleach, Naruto, One Piece. Because I like those 3 series. The Shonen Jump Big 3. They're pretty fun series. They're pretty fun. So, but that's it for, you know, my positives and negatives on Goku vs. Superman. It's, you know, like, subscribe, or dislike, piss off, do whatever. I don't care. Well, it pertains to the, you know, the people that will dislike. You know, you guys can piss off. The guys that like to subscribe, yay, thumbs up. You know, I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. But the guys who dislike, you know, tars, haters, trolls, you guys are whatever. Ignorant masses, it doesn't matter. But that's it. I'm done. So this is Emperor of Fiction, and I'll see you guys later.